Hi, I'm Matt Murray here for iZotope. We're here at Namm 2013. We have some exciting stuff that we're talking about this week. First of all, what we've just announced is that we now have AAX support for Ozone 5 and Nectar, two of our most popular plugins. So for you guys out there using Pro Tools 10, that'll not be available pretty soon. But what we are showing, it came out about a month or two ago, is Trash 2. And this is the update to our all-in-one distortion plugin. So it's a great way if you really want to mangle your audio, you want to get a little crazy, or you can dial it back and get some pretty cool saturation. I'd like to take you through it right now if you guys want to take a look right over here. So first, right off the bat, and if you guys have used any of our stuff before, you know that we have a bunch of different modules in all of our plugins. So I'm going to start off with our first filter. And so we have 6 different bands in our filter and a ton of different filter types. I think there's over 20 altogether. And we have some kind of vintage synth style filters, valve filters, so you can get some pretty neat sounds out of this. We can also modulate those filters, so it's a great way to set up sort of wah-wah kind of sounds or flanging type sounds, stuff like that. So there's a lot of possibilities there. After that, we have our trash module, and this is really the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. Where we can go through, we have a lot of different great sounding distortions in here. Some are more intense, some are a little bit more subtle. And what you can do now with this is come in here on our wave shaper and actually draw your own wave and change that shape. So you can really make a custom distortion that's completely your own. After you add your distortion with the trash module, we have another filter identical to the first one. So it's another great place to maybe tame some high end that you're adding, or we can actually run these 2 filters in parallel for some pretty cool sounds. Next up, what we're excited about is this Convolve module in trash. And what you can do is simulate or morph your sound and make it sound like it's coming from different sources. So we have a lot of very cool amps in here that we have convolutions of, but also other different speakers, radios, and some other neat stuff too. We have now the ability that users can add in their own convolution, so you can put in your own impulse response, and between your own wave shape and your own impulse response, you can really make a completely unique sound, which we think is pretty cool. Next up, we have our dynamics module. So if you're adding gain, you're adding distortion, it's really easy for your levels to get out of control. So this is a great chance to bring them back in, and we'll turn it on here. Gives it a little bit more life. And then last, we have this really great sounding delay. We have 6 different sounds all together, different types, and we can also actually trash the delays. So, in combination with the Convolve module, it's a really cool way to add a lot of space to your track. And then at the end, which I find super helpful, is this dry and wet mix. So, you can start with your unprocessed signal and slowly blend it together to find the right amount of saturation that you want. You don't have to worry about setting up an aux track or a bus. You can do it all right within the plugin. Really save a lot of time that way. So just head over to our website, iZotope.com, check out a 10-day demo of it, and hopefully we'll see you next year at Namm.